I thought he was making a point that a national campaign, even in the what used to be considered the hotbed of conservatism and even racism, that populist issues and socialist like issues can play well even there. So I thought that was a very tactical move on his part. I also, by the way, want to congratulate you guys for being the only national outlet to cover that trip, as far as I know, because that was an important trip. So when you read, I know he gave the interview with John Nichols. When you read his interview with John, did you see that as a natural progression of the trip you joined him for?
Yeah, no, I think this has been part of, I think it was last summer he, and it's hard, who knows what he's really thinking, but I think it's been part of this, so I should say that the presidential part is one part of it. The other thing which he could have been doing, was raising money or trying to identify candidates, for his PAC that he has. So that was another part of that trip. And so I think, it was between maybe the presidential run and also just, funding other candidates. But no, when I saw the Nichols interview, it seemed in some respects a progression of that. And I think, the other point that people have brought up is maybe, and I am by no means the right person to speculate about, 2016, who would have thought that I would have thought I'd be doing this. But one thing that people have pointed out is, potentially maybe this is a move to pressure, Elizabeth Warren to maybe go in the race. Who knows if that's true or not? Because Elizabeth Warren, in many respects, would be a better fit running, but they're not the same. So that's one potential angle here.
So what do you think? What are you going to be looking for next? Are you? I don't know if you're planning to cover Bernie Sanders' activities again, or if you have thoughts on what his next move is going to be. But are you staying on this story? And if so, what are you looking for?
Yeah, I'll be staying on it to see if he's making any other bigger moves like this. I think. And it's interesting because in the last couple of years, you look at senators, and Bernie Sanders, it seems like he's almost in preparing to take his, message to the national level. If you look at, just the social media presence he has, there's not another senator, whose stuff you see all over Facebook and Twitter. And in some respect, that's a reflection of just the kind of people that I'm friends with and in the kind of lefty circles. But at the same time, he has this kind of national reach, and his desire to weigh into just a variety of different issues, I think is something that's unmatched. Maybe Elizabeth Warren comes close to it, but so I think you can kind of see the groundwork being laid for it.
Well, so he's looking to build a legacy, I think you're saying, and that's great. Cole Stangler, staff writer within These Times, thanks so much for coming back on the show.